Sensei Alex Kakuyo, North American Correspondent for Buddhist Global. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's Dharma talk is Practice Equanimity. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. In Buddhism, we have something called the Bodhisattva vows. The first of which goes like this: sentient beings are numberless. I'll save them. Now that's a very important vow, but it's also very difficult to comprehend. There's so much suffering in the world. How could we possibly save all sentient beings from all suffering? More than that, how can we possibly save ourselves from suffering? When there's so much happening on the news, on the internet, in our conversations with friends, how do we step in when people are arguing and get them to stop? How do we step in when people are fighting and convince them to put down their weapons? Well, maybe we shouldn't. Maybe instead we should practice the Brahmavihara of equanimity, which is one of the sublime mind states that we try to abide in as Buddhists. Equanimity simply means to be peaceful, to be still, to be calm in the face of adversity. Oftentimes, I've found that the best way to make a situation better is simply to not make it worse. If everyone else is shouting, we can be of great benefit simply by not shouting. If everyone else is fighting, we can be of great benefit simply by not fighting, by not engaging in the negative actions of others, by not adding to the noise and the violence of the world around us. Things become a little bit calmer, a little bit more quiet. And we reduce suffering not just for ourselves, but for everyone else, because we're not piling on, we're not adding to the suffering that they are already experiencing. This is a simple practice, but it's a difficult one. We want to be involved, we want to help, we want to put our hands in the mix. But oftentimes, by trying to help, we can do more harm than good. Sometimes it's better to simply practice equanimity, to simply not get involved in the problems of others, and thus not add to our own problems. Now, this does not mean that we ignore the suffering of the world. When there are situations where we can help, when we know for a fact we have the right words, where we can take the right actions to make things better, as Buddhists, we are called to do that. But in those situations when we do not have that ability, we can still help. We can still be of benefit by practicing equanimity and not making things worse for ourselves or for others. Amitabha.